From Camp KVUE Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday. And I love being we're the first people to welcome people to the day. So tomorrow morning we'll be the first people to welcome them to a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
A 3-day weekend for a lot of folks. It's 5:59 right now, everyone. Let's take a look outside. And Jill, we've just been treated to lovely conditions.
We really have.
In the morning. And it's continuing this morning. My goodness. And a little bit less clouds, but we still have some, I like to call them fanciful clouds in areas, but other than that, we have plenty of sunshine to talk about, and a beautiful Thursday is on the way. So, plenty of sunshine. Again, we're 2 to 3 degrees warmer than yesterday, Jill. We're right around the 80-degree mark for Yakima. As we move into the Tri-Cities area, we're right around the lower 80s, maybe mid-80s if we're just a touch warmer. And in Walla Walla, we're right around the 80-degree mark. So our cooler places are Ellensburg and Pendleton in the upper 70s. But we're going to warm up even more for your Friday as we enter our holiday weekend. Hope you have great plans. It's going to be perfect traveling weather, perfect outdoors with your family or with your pets. Just get ready for a nice one. Can't wait to tell you about it. That's in my full forecast coming up. But for right now, I'm going to send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. We have new information this morning about the shooting investigation around a busy intersection in Kennewick. Police are saying that people in 2 separate cars near the intersection of West Clearwater Avenue and North Union Street started shooting at each other around 1:30 Tuesday afternoon. Police say the violence appears to be gang-related. One person was injured and had to go to the hospital. That man has been identified as 37-year-old John Salinas. Around 6:15 last night, Salinas was taken into custody and booked into the Benton County Jail without incident, according to authorities, and booked on suspicion of drive-by shooting and first-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. Tuesday, officers arrested a 16-year-old suspect a couple of blocks away from where the shooting happened. The man who's accused of shooting at a Washington State trooper on I-82 early Sunday morning was allegedly wanting to be shot and killed by authorities. 62-year-old Melvin Brown is charged with 2 counts of first-degree assault with a firearm. He's accused of drawing law enforcement to him in an effort to be shot and killed. According to court documents, Brown stopped on Interstate 82 near the Badger Road exit in Benton County and called 911 saying he needed help. When a WSP trooper arrived, he reported he was shot at. When a second trooper arrived, they reported Brown shot at both of them. One of the troopers returned fire and Brown gave up. He was arrested a short time later and allegedly told authorities he had wanted to be killed by police. Authorities have identified the body of a woman who was found on a rural property on the outskirts of Mabton. 17-year-old Samantha Kalinchuk died of a gunshot wound to the head. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office says a man walking his property came upon her body. Authorities say Kalinchuk is from Spokane, and it's not known why she would be in the area. Yakima County Coroner Jim Curtis says it's a difficult day for everyone involved.
He extended my condolences, or the coroner's office condolences, and I'm so sorry for their loss.
No arrests have been made yet, but the investigation is ongoing. And if you have any information, you can go to our website, and we've got a link to where you can submit a tip. A man has been arrested in the killing of a Yakima man last month. 33-year-old Charles Reedy is facing second-degree murder charges in the killing of 53-year-old Ramiro Sanchez Cruz. Cruz was found shot to death on April 25th in the 700 block of South 7th Street. According to court documents, Reedy is suspected of shooting Cruz in the head over a cell phone. Court documents also stated Cruz's ex, with whom she shared 2 children with, may also be involved with Reedy. Authorities say Reedy was caught thanks to the public.
Yakima Sheriff's Office and YPD responded to a Crime Stopper tip, which led us to information to the whereabouts of Charles Reedy.
Reedy's bail is set at $1 million. A Kennewick man will spend more than 12 years in federal prison and even more time under supervision for his part in what authorities say was a drug trafficking organization operating out of the Tri-Cities. The U.S. Attorney's Office says 37-year-old Jose Oliva agreed to meet someone last July to sell a pound of meth and pills laced with fentanyl. He allegedly realized it was a setup and ran, trying to get rid of the drugs and a loaded gun in the process. Law enforcement officers arrested Oliva, and he later pleaded guilty to possession with intent to distribute. At least 101 people have died of fentanyl overdoses in Yakima County in the past 2 years, accounting for more than half of the county's fatal overdoses. Representative Dan Newhouse has just created a task force to deal with the opioid crisis in central Washington. KapKVU's Emily Goodell spoke to Newhouse, who says it's not about the numbers, but the real people hurt by this crisis.
Air Force veteran William Wanacott and his brother James Wanacott both died of drug overdoses in Yakima County, but their father won't let them be forgotten.
And I'm very happy that he was able to do that, reach out to me personally to tell the story about his sons, William and James. It really helped to make the crisis real.
They inspired Newhouse to put forward the William and James Wanacott Act, which increases penalties for people who sell or distribute drugs laced with fentanyl.
We can talk about statistics, numbers, trends, but when we know people in our community that this has impacted directly, that really brings it home on how serious this is.
Serious enough for Newhouse to create the Central Washington Fentanyl Task Force, made up of 24 members representing treatment centers, nonprofits, healthcare organizations, law enforcement, and governments.
People who are, I would say, on the front lines of fighting this crisis that we have.
At the local level,
the hope is that we can advocate for stronger policies on our border to try to keep the fentanyl from coming in. A lot of people with young children, we're really scared. The frustration about how to manage this, it's coming into our schools and our homes and our public spaces. And so we really do want to see some form of action locally, but on a broader scale.
At the state level,
we need to find solutions faster, because as we're working on this, people are dying in the streets. There's a large amount of money from the state budgets to fix this problem, but we have to hear from those who are faced with decisions regarding this crisis on a daily basis.
And at the federal level.
It can't just be, for instance, all law enforcement. We have to look at every aspect of this issue to really come up with solutions that would be meaningful and useful.
Newhouse says they plan to meet at least quarterly and to have their first meeting as soon as possible. Reporting, Emily Goodell, KapKVU Local News.
Newhouse says there's no funding attached to the task force, but part of the work will be finding ways to fund any changes they decide will help address the crisis. Miss America is visiting the Evergreen State, and more than that, she made a pit stop in the Tri-Cities. KapKVU's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio. Riley, why was Miss America visiting the Hanford site?
Well, Jill, Grace Stanke, Miss America 2023, was in the Tri-Cities for a few reasons. She got the chance to visit the Hanford site as well as speak in the Washington River Protection Solutions Speaker Series. And if you're wondering why Miss America would be talking to engineers, it's because she just graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Madison with a degree in nuclear engineering. Her national platform as Miss America is Clean Energy, Cleaner Future. She says visiting the site was a big change of scenery from just studying reactors in class.
It's a remarkably simple concept that is seen in our today's reactors. I saw how this is the first reactor that was built. This is what started all of nuclear energy, what started that process. We used this as a model and figured out how can we improve it, make it better, and use it to create electricity for Americans.
She says the Tri-Cities have a rich history of nuclear energy, and if someone wants to get involved, they should do it early if they can. She wants people to have more hands-on experience, and she's continuing her trip to Washington as she makes her way to Seattle later on this week to do just that. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, what Miss America Grace Stanke has to say about nuclear power in our little corner of Eastern Washington. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, already looking beautiful this morning. Gonna have a nice Thursday on the way as well, and let me get you ready for your Memorial Day weekend that's coming right up later in the show.
Plus, we take a moment to look at the impact late rock and roll star Tina Turner has had on American pop culture.
During our Patriot sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like a Sealy Queen mattress for $3.99.
Come to Mattress Depot USA
before our Patriot sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Mattress Depot USA.
Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco will be open Memorial Weekend, Saturday to Monday, 1 to 5:45 p.m. to kick off the summer swim season. Stop by this weekend and register to win a family season pass, good for a family of 4, sponsored by Darigold. Cool off with us this weekend at Memorial Aquatic Park in Pasco for all the fun. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Cut your ties to the fuel pump with an all-electric vehicle from Overturf Kia. You'll find a great selection of new vehicles in stock now. Lease a 2023 Kia Niro EV Wind for $349 per month or purchase for just $41,349. Take delivery today or reserve a car that's on its way. Shop online anytime at overturfkia.com. Overturf Kia at the base of the Blue Bridge in Kennewick.
I'm a 77-year young elder. For whatever years I have left, the target is to pay it forward. What led me to Yakima Federal was I was looking for a place to get a mortgage on our first home in 1973. And then just one thing led to the other. CDs and checking accounts. Yakima Federal specialized primarily in kindness and caring, and that's what they're all about. I've been a very satisfied customer since 1973.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
Mix up your breakfast and lunch routine. Stop by Some Bagels and Gelato, where fresh is the name of the game. Bagels by themselves or in a variety of tasty sandwiches. Fresh roasted coffee to make your latte a step above. And save some room for gelato. Find it waiting for you at Some Bagels and Gelato.
You deserve a great mattress. Get one now with no credit needed for just $39 down and 100 days same as cash. Only at Mattress Depot USA.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
Welcome back, everyone. 6:11 on this Thursday morning. Well, often dubbed the Queen of Rock and Roll, Tina Turner, in her mid-40s, boldly redefined female sexuality and empowerment, sharpening the edge that defined the 80s. Turner passed away peacefully at her home in Switzerland at the age of 83, but the legacy she leaves behind will influence pop culture well beyond her years. ABC's Will Gantz has more.
Tina Turner. Her music has become the soundtrack to some of the most enduring scenes in television history.
You're simply the best, better than all the rest.
Her life story becoming an Oscar-nominated biopic that launched Angela Bassett to superstardom in 1993. And won Adrienne Warren a Tony Award when Tina became a Broadway musical in 2019.
This musical is my life, but it's like poison that turned to medicine. I can never be as happy as I am now.
The Queen of Rock and Roll, whose legacy extends far beyond the music. Her 1986 memoir, I, Tina, became synonymous with survival. Angela Bassett writing in a statement overnight, Tina Turner showed others who lived in fear what a beautiful future filled with love, compassion, and freedom should look like. And Tina herself telling Oprah in 2013 that her legacy could be summed up with just one word: endurance.
My legacy is that I stayed on course from the beginning to the end because I believed in something inside of me that told me that it can get better or you can make something better, and that I wanted better. So my legacy is a person that strived for wanting it better and got it.
Oprah sharing a tribute of her own overnight, writing in part, she was a role model, not only for me, but for the whole world. She encouraged a part of me I didn't know existed. And I do know that my late mother found a lot of strength from the stories of Tina Turner. And if you want to learn more, there is an absolutely excellent documentary on HBO, which is on Max right now. So check it out if you wish. Coming up, the U.S. territory of Guam is facing a typhoon with winds reaching over 150 miles per hour. Much calmer in our areas. I'll return with your first alert weather forecast. I'll get you ready for that holiday weekend coming up next.
The Memorial Day savings are on now, this week at Walker's Furniture, with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands, where you can save more and get more for your home, or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no minimum purchase and no down payment required.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish new sectionals, and quality new dining sets all on sale.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less.
Not the same old party when you reserve the action at Power Up Arcade. Signature cocktails and 18 taps of cold beer. And food from Proof Gastropub right next door. Bring your quarters and prepare for battle. Make your escape to the Power Up Arcade.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Everybody in the Tri-Cities has been to a Hubby's Pizza Party, right? You haven't? Acquire the Hubby's habit and book your party today. Delicious, mouth-watering food made with only the freshest ingredients. It's party time at Hubby's Pizza, a hometown favorite for nearly 45 years. Book your party today.
For over 600 different premium cigars, including every cigar rated 95 and higher in the last decade. It's The Educated Cigar. For 115 different fine pipe tobaccos and 55 different Briarwood pipes from England, Germany, and Italy. It's The Educated Cigar. For 95 and higher rated wines and White Bluff IPAs, it's The Educated Cigar in Richland.
It's one of the world's largest dams, and it's on our own Columbia River.
Largest dam in North America, and we love it. Where else do you get to see that?
The Grand Coulee Dam.
Sun, beautiful, beautiful open spaces.
Fly the Northwest, Tuesday on KapKV Local News at 6.
Next live, the American Idol runner-up Megan Danielle performs on the live stage. Plus, Jessica Chastain from George and Tammy and fitness expert Joey Thurman.
Today at 9 on KapKV. Live with Kelly and Mark today at 9 on KapKV.
Now, KapKV First Alert Weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Hope you're having a good morning so far. More blue skies. Oh, I've been so happy this week. Just every morning we're seeing just a little bit warmer temperatures and very nice conditions. And it's going to continue as we head into tomorrow. Then we're going to be leveling out. We have quite the weather pattern on the way. It is settling down and we have calm conditions ahead and just lovely conditions. And a very nice Memorial Day weekend is on the way. If you're planning some traveling or some outside activities, it should be picture perfect. So current temperatures, again, just a little bit warmer than it has been. We are in the mid to lower 50s. Look at Yakima at 58 already this morning. A little bit cooler for Ellensburg in our northeastern part of Oregon, but still a lovely morning and not a hint of wind out there, so that helps out matters. So look at this. We are warming up again as we head into today by a couple of degrees from yesterday. We'll continue that into tomorrow, and then we're just going to stay right there and just beautiful, and then a little bit of a bump as we head into Memorial Day and our next work week. But folks, this is a very steady weather pattern as we've just continued to warm up. Now, currently, we're looking at beautiful conditions, just a hint of cloud coverage over the Ellensburg area. Other than that, we are looking very nice. So a little bit of a macro look at our futurecast. We have a low pressure system in the southern part of Idaho and one way up in Canada. It's kind of ruling the roost. You see, we do have shower activity kind of surrounding our areas, and we could have bits coming in as we're just on the edge of the influence from these low pressure systems. But also, these low pressure systems are kind of creating a barrier for our areas, keeping things very steady and very kind of by definition, just very steady and calm. And that's going to continue for the next couple of days. Though, again, we could see a little bit of shower activity breaking through. As we head into our Thursday, more clear skies. But again, we have a little bit of shower activity in the Cascades, which could bleed over into the Yakima Valley. Very quick if it does come. Tomorrow morning, lovely, but we have more shower activity coming in from the Cascades that could bleed into the Blues, even in the Tri-Cities area for our Friday. But then as we head into our weekend, things are settling down quite a bit. So our wind speed, look at this, we are light, and that is going to continue. Even as we head into our weekend, we're just going to see right around 10-mile-per-hour winds. And this is the epitome of kind of settling down, a consistent weather pattern. Look at that, just a straight line for our winds. Highs today, a little bit warmer than yesterday, right around 80 for Yakima, Toppenish, 77 for Ellensburg. In the mid-Columbia, low 80s throughout. And as we head over to the Blues, still a little chillier in Pendleton, 78, 80 for Walla Walla. 7-day forecast, and as we move along in our week, look at that, mid-80s starting tomorrow, and more sunshine as we get to Sunday. Should be a beautiful Memorial Day, and overnight lows right around the mid-50s. So what you see starting tomorrow is what you're going to be getting the next day. In the Tri-Cities area, upper 80s to lower 90s as we get into Friday. More sunshine as well as we get to Sunday and Monday. Overnight lows mostly in the upper 50s, if not lower 60s. So folks, we have a beautiful morning yet again. We have light winds yet again. And yet again, we're just a touch warmer as we head into our Thursday, and then a bit warmer as we head into our Friday. Get ready for a lovely day today, and get ready for more of the same as we head into our weekend.
Typhoon Mawar is battering the U.S. territory of Guam with powerful wind and heavy rain. The Joint Typhoon Warning Center reports sustained gusts up to 165 miles per hour. Wednesday, although the eye is moving farther north now. That's the equivalent of a Category 4 Atlantic hurricane. Most of the 30-mile wide island is without power, and Guam Memorial Hospital is running off a generator. Flood warnings are in effect until this morning, with low-lying areas under mandatory evacuation orders since Tuesday. FEMA says it has 50 people there to help, and President Joe Biden has approved an emergency declaration. We've seen a lot of fast-moving fires across the region lately, including this one in Franklin County yesterday afternoon. You may have seen the smoke plume from here in the Tri-Cities. The fire burned through an area between two irrigated fields. Firefighters got to the scene pretty quickly, and less wind than earlier in the week all contributed to the fire being stopped before it grew out of control. Firefighters from as far away as Australia and New Zealand are now responding to wildfires in Western Canada. Reuters reports the fires have destroyed more than 2 million acres of land in Alberta alone. That's an area approximately the size of the Olympic Peninsula, and the thousands of people are still not allowed to go back to their homes after more than 2 weeks.
I think we're on day 15 or 16. I'm not sure. They're starting to blur together a little bit. We're into the second full pay period, right? It's tight for a lot of people, and you know, nothing's going down in price. Everything, so it's a strenuous, stressful time for a lot of people.
The good news is the weather in Western Canada has turned cooler, and they've seen some rain move in, which should give crews a boost in getting ahead of the fires. Rising global temperatures could expose billions of people to dangerously hot conditions in the coming years. That's according to a new study published in the journal Nature Sustainability. Scientists say the climate niche where humans flourish is between 55 and 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside that window, conditions tend to be too cold, too hot, or too dry. If the world continues on its projected trajectory, about 2 billion people will be living outside the niche by 2030. According to the study, they will be facing average temperatures of 84 degrees or higher. By 2090, that population grows to nearly 4 billion people. Already 600 million people are living outside the niche. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, one Tri-Cities doctor has been working to change a state law to allow greater access to preventative care for women with a high risk of breast cancer.
Total Energy Management has been serving the Tri-Cities area with superior HVAC service for over 38 years. Our priority is to exceed consumer and client expectations with innovative Carrier products and a brand new facility with state-of-the-art equipment. It's time to beat the cold with Carrier's Cool Cash rebate of up to $1,750. Turn to the experts at Total Energy Management and save on your next home comfort system.
Did you know that Astria Health offers the latest technology in robotic surgery with the Da Vinci Xi? Robotic surgeries are more precise and less invasive than even laparoscopic surgeries. There is less blood loss during surgery, and patients heal more quickly, getting them back to living life sooner. Ask your primary care provider for a referral to General Surgeon Dr. Ernesto Dizon or Dr. Manuel Ibanez at Astria Sunnyside Hospital to learn more. Astria Health, always here.
It's the Walker's Furniture and Mattress Holiday Sale, where you can save more and get more on the new Serta iComfort Eco and Beautyrest Black Hybrid mattresses. Or get special 5 years no-interest financing with no money down, including big savings on Purple. And get more, like up to $300 in free furniture and a $100 gift card with purchase.
Today through this Monday at Walker's.
The Shining Star Pageant Board is being honored with a $1,000 donation from STCU.
The joy that the girls show and the confidence that it gives them, they just sparkle.
It's magical to see them, out there talking on stage. She wanted a pageant that she could participate in.
Every girl that comes here leaves with a smile.
STCU's Volunteers Count honors volunteers in our communities. Please tell us a story of someone you believe is making an impact.
I thought that I could change my name, start a new life.
Tonight,
you are children of this family, and I welcome you home.
The broadcast premiere of Shang-Chi on ABC.
The life and legacy of Tina Turner, E.T.'s special tribute, untold stories and rarely seen moments.
Here I am.
Next E.T.
Tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back, everyone. It's 6:26 in this Thursday morning. Well, saving lives through early detection. A recently passed Washington state law will make it easier for women at risk of breast cancer to get an MRI. The bill has local ties. Women's health expert Dr. Rachel Fedino helped start the effort last year, and this year it finally got signed by Governor Inslee. Cap KVU's Madeline Hagan reports.
Dr. Rachel Fedino doesn't give in that easily.
I was not going to give up. So this year I reached out to Senator Matt Binky and Senator Wilson to say let's try to do this again.
She's talking about Senate Bill 5396. Last year she teamed up with Senator Sharon Brown in an effort to get insurance companies to cover expensive MRIs to detect breast cancer. It didn't pass the 2022 legislative session, but this year, there's cause for celebration.
We changed the verbiage a little bit with the bill. We were able to put it more under a diagnostic medical imaging. We're also able to put it a little bit more in the hands of the provider to say this patient qualifies, which was able to allow this to be passed.
Dr. Fedino says the average cost of an MRI in Washington ranges from $1,400 to $1,700. Without insurance's authorization, she says that was preventing hundreds of high-risk women from getting the detailed imaging.
These patients who are high risk for breast cancer, who have family histories or genetic mutations, these are the patients that MRI is the best for because mammogram just doesn't have the sensitivity that an MRI will have.
Dr. Fedino says for her, this issue was personal. Her family carries a high-risk breast cancer gene.
I'm high risk for breast cancer myself. I get my breast MRI once a year, and so I am the patient that this is going to also really impact.
With this bill passed, she believes lives will be saved.
And they don't have to think about, am I going to be able to afford this? Then we're going to catch these patients at a lot earlier stage. We're going to be saving our states millions of dollars because we're catching breast cancer in an earlier stage, but honestly, it's the right thing to do.
Senator Wilson, one of the sponsors of the bill, is a breast cancer survivor. Dr. Fedino's bill even garnered the support of the Susan G. Komen Foundation and Washington State Radiological Society. Congratulations to Dr. Fedino for getting that through. Coming up, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' presidential campaign announcement didn't go exactly as planned yesterday as the online event was interrupted by glitches. That's next on Good Morning Northwest. Stick with us on this Thursday morning.
What do you do when your employee gets hurt on the job? Here's a story about Jay. He got hurt at work and couldn't perform his normal duties. That's rough, but there's good news. You see, Jay works for TISA, and TISA wants to do right by her employee. She knows all about L&I's Stay at Work program, so TISA gets to keep a valuable employee like Jay on the payroll doing a light-duty job while he heals. And TISA gets reimbursed half of Jay's wages, up to $10,000. Now, that's what we call a win-win. Learn more at lni.wa.gov/stay at work.
Rick's Custom Fencing and Decking was proud to take part in the Great American Flag Swap. Our commitment to quality craftsmanship, superior service, and community support is a reflection of our love for this great nation. Rick's Fencing and Decking thanks you for joining us in honoring our veterans and all who serve.
I thought that I could change my name, start a new life.
Tonight,
You are children of this family, and I welcome you home.
the broadcast premiere of Shang-Chi on ABC.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
It's great to see you. Come on down. Welcome to Sea Galley. Dinner tonight or the Shipwreck Lounge. May I suggest our surf and turf special, prime rib and crab.
At Bruce Heating and Air, your comfort is our business. With over 30 years of professional HVAC experience for residential and commercial properties, you can rest assured your heating and air system is in good hands. In addition to providing quality heating, air conditioning, ventilation, and installation services, Bruce Heating and Air also houses a full-service sheet metal fabrication shop.
Now through June 30th, receive rebates up to $2,100 off on a new Daikin Fit system when you finance through Bruce Heating and Air.
From Camp KView, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease, and my doctors in Spokane strongly encouraged me to change careers. It's just amazing. Just recently I had a need for a walker. Right there it was. If I need any supplies, they're there for me. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not.
Portion of Cap KView sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
The launch of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' presidential campaign had a couple of hiccups yesterday as technical glitches interrupted the event. And the U.S. House of Representatives has just passed a bill intending to block President Biden's student debt relief plan.
Well, folks, another beautiful day today that will last to our holiday weekend. I'll get you prepared. My first alert weather forecast.
From Cap KView Local News, this is Good Morning Northwest.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us. I'm Jill Sperling.
And I'm Jason Valentine. Welcome to Thursday, everyone. Oh, I almost said Tuesday. Welcome
That's all right.
to Thursday.
We're further along.
Yeah, it's better than when it's Tuesday saying it's Thursday, I would say. So welcome to Thursday. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning.
I want people to understand that it's Thursday because I kind of sound like a broken record this week. It's going to be sunny today. Yes. It's going to be slightly warmer than the day before and light winds. It happens yet again today. Let's take a look outside at our lovely Skycam at Geisa Stadium, home of the Dust Devils. Beautiful morning this morning, and well, it's going to continue, folks, as we're going to just build some nice momentum into our weekend. Radar, we're free and clear, even from most of the cloud coverage, a little bit of cloud coverage building in Ellensburg. Other than that, we are free and clear. Plenty of sunshine is on the way. And as I said, we're just a little warmer again today, right around the 80-degree mark for the Yakima Valley. Over in the mid-Columbia, we're mostly in the mid to lower, more lower 80s, plenty of sunshine, and in the Walla Walla region, right around the 80-degree mark as well. So as we move into our weekend. We're going to be looking at nice conditions yet again, though we could see a spritz or two, especially tomorrow. But we're getting into a very nice weather groove or weather pattern as we're heading into the weekend and our next work week, and that includes our Memorial Day itself. All of your full forecast coming up, but for right now, let's send it back to Jill.
Thank you, Jason. Now to the unconventional campaign kickoff by Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, delayed by embarrassing glitches. DeSantis announced his bid for the White House live on Twitter alongside Elon Musk, but the audio stream was plagued by technical issues, crashing repeatedly as more than 500,000 people tried to listen in. ABC's Lindsay Watts has the latest.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' announcement on Twitter that he's running for president eventually became a discussion on policy and culture war issues.
Common sense can no longer be an uncommon virtue, and in Florida, we proved it could be done.
DeSantis didn't mention his chief Republican rival, former President Trump, but he took direct shots at President Joe Biden.
Biden's pursued inflationary policies that are hurting working people. We will reverse those policies, and we'll build an economy where working Americans can achieve a good standard of living.
Plans for the announcement were initially derailed by massive technical glitches on Twitter's audio platform. For 21 minutes, the feed included silence and crackling audio. The site's owner, Elon Musk, who was hosting the event, could be heard saying so many people were logged in, Twitter's servers were melting.
I think we've got just a massive number of people online.
Some of DeSantis' opponents were quick to mock the technical difficulties. The Trump campaign labeled the launch Ron's disaster. President Biden tweeted the caption, "This link works," leading people to his fundraising campaign. The Democratic National Committee writing in a statement, "In true Ron DeSantis fashion, his presidential launch was quite literally not ready for prime time." But DeSantis voicing optimism, saying the number of listeners was an example of the enthusiasm around his campaign.
We need the courage to lead and the strength to win.
DeSantis joins a Republican field that trails Trump significantly in the polls, including Senator Tim Scott, who made his first campaign stop yesterday, holding a town hall in Iowa, and Nikki Haley, holding an event in New Hampshire, accusing DeSantis of, quote, copying Trump.
He needs to be his own person. He needs to get out there and say what he believes, what he thinks. If he's just going to be an echo to Trump, people will just vote for Trump.
Meanwhile, the super PAC supporting DeSantis' presidential run is ramping up, hiring dozens of staff across 18 states. The House approved a resolution Wednesday that would block President Joe Biden's student loan forgiveness program. 2 Democrats crossed the aisle to support the measure. Now it goes to the Senate, where nearly all of the 49 Republicans have signed on as sponsors. It would still need at least 2 Democratic votes to pass, and even if that happened, Biden has already said he would veto it. So far, the program hasn't forgiven a penny of debt. A Texas court blocked it in November, and the Supreme Court is expected to decide in June or July if it is constitutional. Wednesday's measure is a bit of a political maneuvering designed to force lawmakers to take a public stance on the issue. Jason Valentine returns now with a look at your morning weather forecast.
Folks, we're getting close to that holiday weekend, but another nice day today. I'm going to tell you about it and the weekend, and my first alert weather forecast is coming right up.
Plus, one of the most seen houses on television is on the market, and it's selling for we'll tell you what it's selling for when we come back.
E.T. followed by Extra tonight at 7 on Cap KView.
Summer's here, and with a new Toyota, you can go out and do all the things that make summer, summer. Like getting ice cream, movie nights.
I'll keep it down.
Hiking with the besties. Catching sunsets. Or just plain catch.
Go long.
Every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our no-cost maintenance plan with roadside assistance. Visit your local Toyota dealer to learn more. Reserve yours at toyota.com.
Your summer starts here.
Toyota, let's go places.
Live better and love your home with the unique items and expert interior design you'll find only at Spencer Carlson. Our team of designers has given life to new construction and new life to remodeling projects for 30 years. For a limited time, enjoy one of the best promotional opportunities of the year at the Spencer Carlson Memorial Day Sale Event, May 18th through the 31st. Shop and save on fresh, innovative furnishings from Lexington. Spencer Carlson, unsurpassed furniture and design for life.
Our phones keep us constantly connected.
Please switch to airplane mode.
But what if they had a mode to help us actually connect? Introducing Us Mode, a mode that makes our phones less distracting, so we can focus on quality time. So the notifications we get are the ones that matter. So we're never distracted from what's most important. Visit US Cellular in-store or online to set up Us Mode for free, even if you're not a customer. US Cellular, built for us.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota equipment. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience in the U.S., they offer the versatility and reliability to get the job done right, all year round. Right now at participating dealers, get a Kubota compact tractor for 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
At Good Shepherd, it is not just a job. It is our mission. A mission to improve the health of our community. To give you our hearts, our minds, our compassion, the best technology available, and the greatest medicine of all, kindness. Thank you for trusting us with your care.
With friends, there are no secrets.
You have a third nipple?
Joey was in a porno movie! If I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on Cap K-View.
Next live, the American Idol runner-up Megan Danielle performs on the live stage. Plus, Jessica Chastain from George and Tammy and fitness expert Joey Thurman.
Today at 9 on Cap K-View.
Time right now is 6:40. Welcome back. Okay, I'm not going to sing this, but here's
I was
the
looking
story.
forward to it.
No. Here's the story of a lovely homestead.
All right.
It's one you recognize from days of your youth. Yes, the iconic Brady Bunch house is for sale, and for a cool $5.5 million, you can channel your inner Mike or Carol Brady.
Wow. It looks like it used to. A few years back, HGTV bought the North Hollywood property for $3.5 million, then renovated on the show A Very Brady Renovation. The house needed it because back in the 70s, producers only used exterior shots for the show. The inside never looked like the sound stage where the Brady Bunch was shot.
Wow, they did a good job.
Yeah,
well,
they
a
did.
$2 million renovation later, and it's a spitting image, complete with a Jack and Jill bathroom shared by 2 bedrooms where you can cram 6 kids. No, don't worry. According to the listing, the more than 5,000 square foot house actually has 5 full baths. Just make sure you keep the front doors locked to keep Cousin Oliver out.
Nobody wants Cousin Oliver. He was featured in the last 6 episodes. Very annoying character. Very cool. If you're a rich super fan, that would be the thing to get, right?
Yeah, and it really does look like the Brady Bunch house. It's incredible that they went back in time for that renovation.
I didn't notice. I'm wondering if it's AstroTurf for the backyard, because the grass was AstroTurf. It
Have to look at the listing.
Very odd. All right, folks, all of your First Alert weather forecast that's coming right up.
And Riley Fitzgerald will be back to tell us more about Miss America's visit to Tri-Cities and how it relates to her national platform. That's next on Good Morning Northwest.
Pasco Parks and Rec invites you to join in and get involved. They offer a variety of summer classes and programs for all ages, preschool to adult and everyone in between. There's a class, event, or program this summer just for you. Register, reserve, or inquire today. Join all the special events Pasco Parks and Recreation has to offer all summer long. Learn more at PascoParksandRec.com. Get fit, have fun, do more with Pasco Parks and Rec.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest membership savings book, arriving exclusively in members' mailboxes this week. Our 20-page book has store-wide savings in every department. Find what you need for spring and summer home projects, indoor and out, for less. Plus, find all the perfect gear you need in sporting goods for your next great Northwest adventure. Save now with our latest savings book at Bi-Mart, your employee-owned membership store.
Do you have any land that gets no use? Save some money by using an American-made power racking system. It's a more cost-effective option than a standard pole and concrete method. Invest in green energy with the pros at Solar Power Northwest.
Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
The pursuit of happiness starts with a good night's sleep.
It's your patriotic right to get fantastic savings on premium quality mattress sets.
We source from local manufacturers to get the finest quality and comfort at the lowest price.
During our Patriot Sale, you'll get amazing values.
Like $3.99 for a queen-size Sealy plush mattress.
Or an adjustable bed for $9.99.
To celebrate, come to Mattress Depot USA.
Before our Patriot Sale ends.
Low prices every day. Mattress Depot USA.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
Join us at Sunset Gardens as we celebrate Memorial Day all weekend long. Sunday and Monday, tour the grounds and get free hot dogs at our event center from 11 to 2. Monday, May 29th, the celebration starts at 11 with speaker and veterans advocate Tiffany Smiley, skydivers, snow cones, music, and more. As always, we'll raise over 1,000 flags. Celebrate Memorial Day with the Tri-Cities premier funeral home and cemetery, Sunset Gardens.
Portion of Cap KVU sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier. Now, Cap KVU First Alert weather with Jason Valentine.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Oh, we're getting close to that weekend. Hope you're having a good morning so far. And my goodness, as you head out the door, just expect plenty of sunshine, a little bit warmer temperatures than it has been, and that will continue into tomorrow. So we're in quite the warming trend and calm conditions. We are setting into a very calm and pretty consistent weather pattern as we head into tomorrow and into our weekend. And a very nice weekend is on the way. Can't wait to show you the numbers. So current temperatures, look at how warm it is. 58 in Yakima. Other than that, we're in the mid to lower 50s to upper 40s for a couple of our areas, but still just a couple degrees warmer than we have been in our morning hours. And that will continue into tomorrow. Maybe our biggest jump around 4 degrees tomorrow from today to tomorrow for our highs. We're going to stay right there through Sunday, and then just a bit of a bump as we get into our holiday Monday and our next work week. But folks, very consistent. Wait till you see the winds. It's even more consistent. So on our radar right now, we are free and clear. Maybe a little bit of cloud coverage in the Ellensburg area. Other than that, looking very nice. So a bit of an outward look for our futurecast. Low pressure system, southern part of Idaho and way up in Canada. It is kind of ruling the roost. It's also kind of protecting us from any real changes in our weather pattern. It's just bringing a little bit of warmer conditions. Also, there is shower activity in the northwest. We are just on the periphery of the influence from these low pressure systems. So we could see a little bit coming into our area. Let me show you what I mean in our futurecast. So as we move along in our morning, we're going to be seeing more sunshine. Again, shower activity in the Cascades. A little bit of that could bleed into the Yakima Valley. As we head into our Friday, tomorrow morning, nice, but again, more shower activity possible, even between the Tri-Cities and Yakima areas, and that will persist into the evening hours. But again, if you see the shower activity, it could be very, very quick if it does. So wind speeds, very light this morning, not much at all. Tri-Cities nominal winds. So as we move into our weekend, look at how consistent it is going to be. That is a straight line. You rarely see that. So a little bit of breeze for your weekend into our next work week, around 10 miles per hour, but really no real wind events on the way. So today, again, a little bit warmer, right around 80 for Yakima and Toppenish, 77 for Ellensburg. As we move into the mid-Columbia, mostly lower 80s. Again, very comfortable, light winds, plenty of sunshine. In the Blue Mountain region, 80 degrees for Walla Walla, and then we're just a little cooler in Pendleton than our other areas, but still warmer than yesterday, 78. So 7-day forecast, and as we move into the rest of our week, we are going to be looking at mid 80s for the next 7 days, starting tomorrow. More sunshine than not, especially as we get to Sunday into our weekend. Overnight lows mid-50s. Folks, this is a lovely way to end May and get into June. Of course, a week from today. In the Tri-Cities area, getting to those mid to upper 80s starting tomorrow, and just lovely conditions, some lower 90s in there as we head into our next work week and Memorial Day itself. But ample sunshine, and again, we could see just a showerlet or two as we head into Friday and really this evening for Ellensburg and Yakima. Other than that, light winds, sunny skies, just a touch warmer today and just a touch warmer for your Friday. Should be nice.
Grace Stanke, who you may know better as Miss America, recently visited the Tri-Cities. KapKV's Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio to talk about Stanke's national platform, Clean Energy, Cleaner Future. Riley, how did her platform translate here in the Tri-Cities?
Grace Stanke, Miss America 2023, just graduated from the University of Wisconsin-Madison with a degree in nuclear engineering. And something Richland is known for is the Hanford site. Not only did she take a tour of the site, but she was also able to speak at a Washington River Protection Solutions Women in Engineering group. Washington is a hub for clean energy. There have been big moves in the production of it, even right here in the Tri-Cities. Miss America says that makes this area really awesome.
How much work goes into this entire community of Tri-Cities, how this entire city was founded on Hanford pretty much, is really awesome, because nuclear science is doing more than just what it's seen in today with nuclear power and medicine applications. It's also doing things like this here in Tri-Cities. It's creating homes, it's creating lives, it's creating jobs.
One of Miss America's goals is to break down the misconceptions surrounding nuclear power, and Miss America hasn't visited the Tri-Cities since Teresa Scanlon wore the crown in 2011. It was great to meet Grace and learn a little bit about nuclear production in our area. Jill, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Riley. We will be right back with the morning sprint and a final check on your forecast. But first, a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
In this morning's GMA First Look, American Airlines taking us behind the scenes at the Hub Control Center in Dallas, one of the nation's busiest airports, on one of the biggest travel days of the year.
So, David, this is where it all happens.
This is right. This is for our DFW Hub Control Center. Every aircraft coming into a gate is managed by the group that's over here. They can get the view of all the gates here, and then when the aircraft's ready to push.
And with 3.4 million Americans expected to fly for the holiday, airports and passengers are bracing for it all.
Right.
How do you prepare for that many passengers?
We prepare every day. Every day for us, I tell the team, is a day for us to excel and to show our customers that we can deliver on the promise that we made to them when they bought that ticket.
And coming up at 7 a.m., whether you're flying this weekend or hitting the road, we have all the tips you need for a hassle-free Memorial Day weekend. With your GMA First Look, I'm Gio Benitez, ABC News, Dallas.
Kayaking is my thing.
Running is awesome.
But her moderate to severe eczema would make her skin so uncomfortable.
I was always so itchy, especially when I was hot.
Now my skin doesn't itch as much.
Now we're staying ahead of her eczema.
There's a power inside all of us to live our passion, and Dupixent works on the inside to help heal your skin from within. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema, so they can have clearer skin and less itch. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems, such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor.
Healing from within is a wonderful thing.
Ask your child's eczema specialist how Dupixent can help heal their skin from within.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We're going to get to Jason's local forecast in a moment, but first a look at this morning's top stories. We have new information this morning about the shooting investigation around a busy intersection in Kennewick. Police say one person was injured and had to go to the hospital, and that man has been identified as 37-year-old John Salinas. Around 6:15 last night, Salinas was taken into custody and booked into the Benton County Jail without incident on suspicion of drive-by shooting and first-degree unlawful possession of a firearm. A 16-year-old was arrested Tuesday. The man accused of shooting at a Washington state trooper on I-82 early Sunday morning allegedly wanted to be shot and killed by police. 62-year-old Melvin Brown is accused of drawing law enforcement to him in an effort to be shot and killed. According to court documents, Brown stopped on Interstate 82 near the Badger Road exit in Benton County and called 911. He reportedly shot at troopers who arrived. He was arrested a short time later and allegedly told authorities he wanted to be killed by police. Authorities have identified the body of a woman who was found on the outskirts of Mabton. 17-year-old Samantha Kalinchuk died of a gunshot wound to the head. The Yakima County Sheriff's Office says a man walking his property came upon her body. Authorities say Kalinchuk is from Spokane and it's not known why she would be in the area. No arrests have been made yet, but the investigation is ongoing. If you have any information, you can go to our website and we've got a link to where you can submit a tip. A man has been arrested in the killing of a Yakima man last month. 33-year-old Charles Reedy is facing second-degree murder charges in the killing of 53-year-old Ramiro Sanchez Cruz. Cruz was found shot to death on April 25th in the 700 block of South 7th Street. According to court documents, Reedy is suspected of shooting Cruz in the head over a cell phone. Authorities say Reedy was caught thanks to the public. A Kennewick man will spend more than 12 years in federal prison for his part in what authorities say was a drug trafficking organization operating out of the Tri-Cities. The U.S. Attorney's Office says 37-year-old Jose Olivas agreed to meet someone last July to sell a pound of meth and pills laced with fentanyl. Law enforcement officers arrested Oliva and he later pleaded guilty to possession with intent to distribute. Representative Dan Newhouse has created the Central Washington Fentanyl Task Force to help identify solutions to the opioid crisis. More than 24 members have signed on, representing treatment centers, nonprofits, law enforcement, and state, county, and federal government. That list includes Yakima County Commissioner Amanda McKinney, who says she's hoping to find ways to keep drugs out of the community and help those affected by them get treatment. We have seen a lot of fast-moving fires across the region lately, including this one in Franklin County yesterday afternoon. You may have seen the smoke plume from the Tri-Cities. The fire burned through an area between two irrigated fields. Firefighters got to the scene pretty quickly, and less wind than earlier in the week all contributed to the fire being stopped before it grew out of control. Women with a high risk of breast cancer are often urged to get MRIs, which can be pricey even with insurance. But one local doctor helped change Washington law to get the cost down. Dr. Rachel Fedino with New You Clinic and Aesthetics started the effort to pass a bill that would require all insurance plans in Washington to cover MRIs for breast cancer screening. Dr. Fedino says this new law allows more women to seek preventative care, and it has the potential to catch cases of breast cancer early. A crime alert in Richland. Richland police say they arrested a woman suspected of driving under the influence and leaving a trail of damage behind. Police say the same driver is suspected of a hit and run in Kennewick and then knocking over a light pole, a sign pole, and a fence along Columbia Park Trail. Police say she eventually stopped and tried to run away, but didn't get far. She's been booked into the Benton County Jail.
Beautiful Thursday is on the way. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a wonderful one so far. Radar, we are looking free and clear. Just a little bit of cloud coverage in the Ellensburg area. Still ample sunshine throughout our day. Now, as we move along in our morning hours, look at these warm temperatures. We're in the 50s to lower 50s across the board. Besides Ellensburg, we're still at 49, so a couple of degrees warmer this morning. And our temperature trend, we're going to continue to ascend into tomorrow, and then our weather pattern is almost going to hit pause as we're going to be looking at upper 80s to lower 90s for the Tri-Cities, so mid to upper 80s for the rest of our areas for at least the week ahead. It is a beautiful end to May. My goodness, just gorgeous conditions. Wind speeds also are light today. They may pick up to around 10 miles per hour for your weekend, but still no real wind events are in the future. So right around the 80-degree mark, Yakima top finish, 77 for Ellensburg. In the mid-Columbia, mid to lower 80s, and in the lovely Blue Mountain region, we are right around 80 for Walla Walla, 78 for Pendleton. And again, all of our areas will increase 3 or 4 degrees tomorrow with more sunshine expected for your weekend. Get ready for a lovely Thursday ahead. Jill.
Thanks for joining us on Good Morning Northwest. Cap KVU Local News is back tonight at 5.